Welcome to the SpreadX weekly financial market preview for the week commencing 30th of July. I'm going to look at ahead at cable, quite a busy week in prospect.
Yeah, really busy week. Not only have you got UK, I think it's manufacturing, construction and services PMIs between Wednesday and Friday, you've got US manufacturing and services PMIs as well, you've got US non-farm jobs report on Friday. On top of all of that, you've got a Fed meeting on Wednesday and a Bank of England meeting on Thursday, the latter of them being the more important really for cable this week. In terms of Wednesday's Fed meeting, I think the focus is going to be on whether or not the Fed is still set to hike rates for the 2 more times this year. That sort of seems to have been the plan for the last couple of months. Very unlikely that will be a hike in August, but I think expectations are that there should be one in September. So I think investors are going to be looking for that to sort of be not confirmed, but at least heavily hinted at, especially following Trump's criticism of the Federal Reserve in the last couple of weeks and how their sort of tightening of monetary policy has created a much stronger dollar that Trump isn't particularly happy with at the moment. In terms of Thursday, the Bank of England meeting, it's a fair amount of uncertainty whether the Bank of England is actually going to hike rates on Thursday. At one point, it looked like a guarantee, but since sort of July's very weak data, especially disappointing inflation figures, wage growth figures, retail sales figures, sort of all those sort of key metrics really weren't as strong as the Bank of England would have liked. You've also got Brexit complications as well, sort of the continual lack of progress in that regard. But combined with the split that we saw back in June, it was a 6-3 vote in terms of voting to keep rates on hold, but obviously with Andy Haldane being the biggest person to jump over to the hawkish side of things in the MPC. So it's really going to be interesting to see on Thursday whether or not the Bank of England do actually go ahead with this hike. I think obviously the pound is likely praying that they do, given how poorly it's done against the dollar recently. In terms of what our clients are doing, they are buying fairly heavily around the 1.31 mark heading into the Bank of England meeting on Thursday. I think broadly, though there is a certain amount of uncertainty around it, I think the expectation is that they probably will hike rates and that should give a boost to the pound. I guess the big question is how much has the pound already priced that in? And I guess it's also going to be complicated by what the Fed actually ends up saying on Wednesday night. But like I said, our clients broadly buying around the 1.31 mark going into that very busy sort of central bank melee on Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, an interesting week ahead. Thank you very much.